Hey guys, good morning. So we are inside having breakfast. I'm actually outside because might have burnt the bacon a little bit, and so it's a little smoky. The fire alarm may or may not have gone off a few times. It's fine. We are gonna wrap up breakfast quickly, and then we're gonna go to, I think it's called Laurel Falls. It's like a 3-ish mile hike. We wanted to find a hike to go on that would be easy enough for the kids, because Ciara and I each wear a baby, but Rosie, Jonah, and Noah need to be able to do the hike. And the boys are fine, they could do almost anything, but Rosie gets really pooped out, and as you guys know from past, if you've watched us for a long time, a lot of times Rosie ends up like whining and wanting us to carry her and like that kind of thing. So you kind of got to push her because she's a little lazy. So we try to build up her self-esteem as well. This is what you call excellent parenting. That's a 3-story fall behind me. It's just her stamina by doing things like this that are that we know she's capable of doing, but that maybe stretch her a little bit beyond what she thinks that she can do. So we are going to wrap up breakfast, get everybody changed. Apparently my attire today says I was recently in a Jurassic Park movie, and I'm not hating it. Got my little hat on, got my little Fez bandana from Noonday, my Canadian tuxedo, dark denim, light denim. We're good to go. I need to know I'm not alone in this. I don't know if anybody else does this, but we're like, does this happen to you guys? So, sleeping last night. I don't want you guys to think that these kind of like trips are just like a dream and everything's so wonderful. Like, we try to make the best of it, but things absolutely like go down the cracker. Like, for example, last night, Noah, Jonah, and Rosie were awake pretty much all night. They kept coming out of their room, and at one point, Ciara went to check on them, and I had seen somebody walk by our door. Like, our door's cracked open. I saw somebody walk by our door. I woke him up, and I was like, babe, somebody went by our door. And he was like, it was probably one of the little kids. Well, he went and checked, and they were all in bed. So then I was really freaked out because I was 110% sure that I saw somebody. He said they were in bed, but 2 of them were awake, so it was probably just one of them going to the bathroom or something like that. But then, okay, so that's all like, I mean, normal, whatever. But then what does my brain do with that information? Then I lay there in bed and imagine that we are in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, and that there's like weird cannibalistic mountain people, and they prey on tourists. So they wait for like people like us to come and stay in these cabins, and then they break into the cabins and they snatch people out of their beds at night and take them back to their mountainside caves and eat us. Like, why does my brain do that? So then I couldn't sleep, obviously. And I think it should be said that I don't watch scary movies at all, because this is the kind of stuff that my brain comes up with all on its own. I don't need Stephen King or anybody else like putting any other ideas in here. My brain is like weird enough on its own. But if you can't tell by the bags under my eyes and how puffy my eyes are, I barely slept last night because of that. What is wrong with me? All right, we're here. The parking lot was full, so we had to park kind of like basically in one of these little turnouts on the side of a pretty busy road. And with a bunch of children, you can imagine that's a little stressful. So everyone's gonna stay over here on this side while we get the babies loaded up.
Mom, look at this.
And then we'll get to the trail. That's where the fun really begins. It's like parkour down a trail. You just can't just walk. Wonder how many skinned knees we're gonna have. Amelia, you having fun?
It's like a little baby kangaroo.
She says, I'm in my papoose. Are you talking, Chi?
Yes, yes,
Are you talking?
yes, 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 yes.
Apparently they're gonna take the road less traveled. Got that guy over there.
It's like I'm wearing a 20-pound skin suit.
This one was listed as easy. Not sure that I agree. We made it to the top. It's pretty. Boys, danger, danger. This one does not like the noise. Of course, you don't like, is it loud?
It's also scaring her.
What's scaring her?
It's scaring how
Yeah, is it just loud? Look, I'm gonna hold your hand so you can see. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah, Mom.
Okay, I'm not letting go of your hand. I'm gonna swap and it's your brother's turn, okay? All right, guys, we finished up our hike. And now we're gonna do something that we rarely do. We're gonna go sit down inside a restaurant with all 7 kids. We try to avoid this at all costs. But we're all hungry and it's Sierra and I's anniversary. So I really wanna go eat inside Bubba Gump's and get some fried pickles. So that's what we're gonna do. And let's hope that my children don't lose it. All right, we're eating in Bubba Gump shrimp. Kennedy's got some popcorn shrimp. Rosie's got the fried chicken, of course. Noah's got a cheeseburger. How's it going, J-Man?
Good.
Right, Shelby got ribs. What'd you get, boo-boo? Yeah. Yeah, good job.
How's yours, Mom?
All right, I'm glad this thing still works. It was in a backpack, resting at the bottom in a pile of milk.
I looked at the vlog where I was telling them that we were going to go into a restaurant to eat, and we usually don't do that. So I should say that a little bit of a... But somebody stopped us and said, you guys have the best behaved kids.
That was nice of her.
Wasn't it? The kids were like...
You and I looked. Board game bomb went off on this table back here. We've got Trouble, Life, 2 different versions of Clue, Yahtzee. Here comes Trouble, Office reference. And these guys have just been going at it for pretty much the whole time we've been here playing board games, which I won't complain about. But anyways.
I think this is a baby, so I get to practice before I grow. When I can watch people when they get drowned.
Oh, you're being a lifeguard? You're saving the baby? That's awesome. This guy's just been in the hot tub. I'm not lying. We got home at like maybe 4-ish. They were in the hot tub at 4:30. He's been in and out of that thing for the last 3 hours. I want to go fly my drone because it is about sunset and I want to go get some footage of that out there. They just had mac and cheese and their hair got all up in that. Like, I still see noodles in your hair, girl. Come on now. Come on. Hey, by the way, happy anniversary.
Okay.
Happy anniversary.
To you.
We got about 25 minutes in the hot tub by ourselves.
We had to pay our kids $20.
$2 a minute. Each kid.
It was like, I mean, we really got shafted. Our last full day here. We are getting everybody loaded up. We're gonna go for another hike today. This one, we are gonna try to find one that's a little less strenuous as far as like incline goes. So the visitor center, we did this hike that we're gonna go do today. We did it when we came here like, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something like that it was. Almost 4 years ago. And so we know that this one it's longer, but it's not as steep, which is the problem for the kids. That one yesterday kicked their butts. I mean, kind of kicked my butt too, I won't lie. My glutes are a little sore today. So we still don't have any news. There's no updates on our car. So when we go, they told us they'd call us yesterday, but I also know that it's a long story, but it's really difficult to get into this car's engine and really look around. It could take hours just to take the car apart enough to get in there. So when we get into town today, we're gonna call and check on our car and see if there's any updates there. I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying to sort of let all this stuff go, but it's hard. I'm trying to get to a certain portion finished of my book. I have another probably 15,000 words to write before I can legit like send it in. There's probably another 15,000 words to write. So anyways, I'm talking now because you guys are a captive audience. You've probably clicked out by now. I think you're a captive audience. If I went live, I could just, for hours. I used to get in so much trouble in school for talking. It's actually in my book. All right, so we found a nature trail. It is not so much a hike, it's a trail. And we're gonna go see Cataract Falls. Are you ready?
Let's do this, baby.
Bug in my eye. All right, apparently we can't take the bridge. They're insisting on the log. Okay, wait guys, listen up, one at a time.
Okay, Noah's next, then I'm following Jonah. Actually, I'm following Moses.
And how do you plan to get down from there? Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
What are you looking at, Swan?
Okay, careful. Let's not way up.
Cool.
Oh, Garrett!
Be careful. Finally made it, coming up on Cataract Falls.
Guys, wait, no,
Let's go
I'm
take a
not.
look. All right, we found a little clearing here. We're gonna set up and give the kids a snack. Do we do the other trail, or are we headed home? What do you guys want to do?
I really wanted to go inside that store and look at the
Okay, we can do that. That's probably a wiser decision. Get it, Shelbs? Trail dancing, it's a new thing.
Y'all know somebody's gonna fall.
What are you looking at, cutie pie? Hello. Obviously this is a national park, like a nature preserve thing, and I think these are all probably animals that they've found in the park and then
Yeah, these are
used it to kind of educate the public.
Yeah, these are not hunted and killed animals. They were found dead already.
Oh, is this a beaver? Check out this beaver. Oh no, that's a woodchuck. Woodchuck to gray squirrel. What kind of birds are those?
Red.
Red and blue. It's a cardinal, and it looks like an indigo bunting. Cool.
They're smelly and they can't see anything.
Yeah,
Dad, that
and
one's
they're
bigger
just
than
scavengers.
Dad, that one's bigger than that
Sleep.
Tree rats.
Tree rats, sure. Beautiful. Noah, what do you think of that possum?
one. Yeah, but that one's bigger than that one.
Oh, is there two in there? Oh, there is two. I didn't see the little guy.
They all started moving and like
It's like night at the museum.
Wild hogs. These are mean.
Yeah, they're not nice.
They're very mean. If you come across a wild hog, you better get out of there. 'Cause they will attack.
Dad!
Good words of wisdom.
Dad!
That is a tiny bobcat.
I mean, it's huge.
It looks like the size of a house cat.
That's the size of a bobcat, Dad.
I mean, that's bigger than a house cat, but it's not much bigger. That's a small bobcat, though. What is that?
It's muskrat Susie.
That is a muskrat.
Muskrat Sam, I can't
Oh, look at that big hamster.
It does look like a big hamster.
Well, we just got the call. Are you crying, babe? The car place just called and we need new air conditioning, we need a new blower motor and a blower motor controller, and a whole new engine. So
These are amazing.
they're going to email us the quote for what all of that's going to cost us, but it's gonna be expensive.
Now, what kind did you get? Yeah, we'll decide what Noah's going to have. He is going to have vanilla fudge.
I don't really have anything profound to say right now other than don't get mad at us for all the sponsored content coming this month because we have to pay for a new
I had
engine.
to buy my car twice.
I mean, we're gonna be paying like half of what we paid to buy the car. It's ridiculous. But seriously,
Let's play
I
live.
see a
and let's-
smidge more sponsored content than you're used to on this channel.
Let's play live and let's
I feel like I feel like it's similar though to, like if you were a nurse, wouldn't you pick up extra shifts at work if you had to pay for something that was extraordinary on top of what you usually pay for? That's kind of the same thing. Like, so we have to pick up some extra shifts because we have to pay a giant bill. And this is how we pick up, and the AC. I mean, this is how we pick up extra shifts. So I'm teasing, I'm serious, but also kidding. Like, you guys who love us and follow us and really care about our family understand that like that's just part of our job, doing sponsorships and stuff like that's part of what we do.
Because you have turned down dozens.
Oh yeah, I turned down, guys, like I put a sponsored a sponsored video May 14th, and then not another one until the very, very tail end of July when I did that with Talkspace and my postpartum update, which was super important and a really awesome website that I wanted you guys to check out. Like, I say no to everything in between. I said no to because it wasn't a good fit and I didn't feel like it was something that we would enjoy and you guys. So we say no to so much, and so sometimes that means that we go a while without putting anything up, and other times that means that you'll see a more crammed together. Anyways, I'm off on a tangent. I'm gonna go cry.
Get a drum.
Ice cream fixes
Here's
everything.
the good news.
I don't like those. You didn't get anything that I could eat.
This is ice cream in a waffle cone with chocolate over the top. How can you not like it?
Frozen chocolate.
It's, what even kind of ice cream is that?
There's vanilla.
That's like pistachio.
This is mint, chocolate chip, and then there's vanilla
And
with
this
a little
is
bit of
vanilla
fudge.
fudge.
Did Noah get his?
I'll go make myself a s'more.
Go ahead. You can eat all those. Yeah, I don't like s'mores.
What kind of kid doesn't like s'mores?
They're too messy.
Her. Go find something to complain about.
They're okay.
All right, let's play Yahtzee. That's cute. Let's play Yahtzee.
Let's play live.
The game of life.
life.
You better be careful. You're gonna roll the you have triplets card now.
You need a new engine.
Oh look, you went bankrupt. Yeah, let's go to Monopoly. You can get bankrupt and I'll go to jail.
So this has been an all-out battle between these two. Who is the queen of trouble? Originally it was Shelby. She was cleaning house, and then Mama Bear stepped in and laid the smack down.
Oh wait, what is it?
This kind of reminds me of like a chess tournament where you're like G to 7-6, and then you hammer the timer. Knight to 7-6.
Watch this. Oh, hang on, I was supposed to.
Rook to G6. What color are you, Shelbs? Are you green?
I'm green.
Mom's blue? Alright. The queen has her throne again. How do you feel?
I beat her twice.
You got work to do, girlie.
I just have to beat her one more time and I'll be the champion.
You actually have to beat me 2 more times. Because if you beat me 1 more time, then we'd be tied.
Okay.
3 more times.
We're not keeping score or anything. Alright guys, dinner's done, and we've got the whole crew, with the exception of Millie, who is already in bed, and we decided to do a fire dance. Rosie, please don't fall down the mountain.
You don't like it? Ivy by the fireside. Amelia's asleep. She fell asleep at like 5:30, so that should be fun.
Back up away from the fire, please. Thank you.
flurry of cleaning, packing, and just craziness. This place is pretty much back to its normal state, and we are heading home. I'm always like a little bit happy and a little bit sad to head home. I look forward to going home. It's home. But I also enjoy these vacations and time together and stuff. So the good news is that we have another trip planned, booked already, for 2 weeks from now. We're supposed to be heading to the beach again 2 weeks from now. So that's already booked and all ready to go. So it's exciting, right?
What?
No. Time is it? It's 2 minutes to go.
We have 2 minutes. Supposed to be heading right
All
soon.
right, that's yours. Do you need that for the camera?
Yes.
Oh my God. Let's put the babies in.
All right, let's go. Made a little pit stop at this scenic pull out over here. Pull through, pull out. PR is flying the drone over the side of the mountain. Hello, little drone. It's like your new pet, huh?
Gotta feed him.
Do you love him like a
You gotta
son?
bathe him.
You love him like a son, don't you?
Take care of him. Flying so high, touching the sky.
My girlfriend and I. That's Andy.
Walk me in the morning sun. Tell me I'm a lucky one. I'm riding on the wave of a notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be.